Hi guys, so we're back again. So I told you guys to remind me, and you didn't. So I forgot to do it while the video was on, because you guys can remind me while I'm doing it. Anyway, here is a list of what mods I'm running. So AAI Industries, AAI Signal Transmission, Alien Biomes, Angels add-on warehouse is not necessary for space exploration, but I like it, so I use it. Of course, the base mod for Factorio, rail loader, bulk rail loader, is again, it's not a necessity for space exploration, but it is a nice little addition. Bullet trains, I believe, is for space exploration. Factorio Standard Library. FNEI, I just added it. It's just, it's a quality of life thing. Grappling gun is for space exploration. Information is for space exploration. Jetpack is for space exploration. Mini loader is not space exploration. That's one I like to use in conjunction with warehouses. It just, and with the rail loaders, it just makes loading and unloading really quick. Early bots is a quality of life. The water fill one, this Moxie's water fill or Noxie's water fill, that's the one that I'm using for for water landfill basically. Space exploration itself, space exploration graphics, the high res graphics, the post processing which is required, the ruins mod, which is the one that Joe Mama was asking about. It's been updated quite a bit, and then the Z Adventure and Z Adventure Ruins are not compatible with 1.0. I don't know if they're going to update them or not. I've never used them. I thought it would be neat to throw them in, but it doesn't do any good because they're not running. But there it is. That's the mods I'm running. If anybody's interested in having the same mods or whatever. All right, so back to what we're doing here. So we are in the process. Oh, what we did off camera real quick took me, I don't know, about an hour or so. I went ahead and did the network for our base. There's a tenuous connection here. I'm probably going to add another couple of robo ports just to make it wider, but it is connected, so that's what counts. But it covers all of our main base. It does not cover our solar panel, our accumulator array. It does not cover our walls. Those are things we will get to. Those we're going to put a network out here on our walls for repair. We're gonna do something. We may section it off, so that the bots don't travel between the sections. But we're going to have it so that these are automatically repaired. We're going to have a train go out and supply them. That's the plan. That's one of the many plans on the list. The list is about 4 pages long, I would say. But anyway, now we got our network set up, our logistics and construction network. Again, when we are away, we can now do what we want to do here. So that's kind of nice. So now what we're going to do, like I was saying, we're going to start working on scaffolding. And one of the things we need for scaffolding is we need heat shielding. And we need heat shielding in abundance. And we're making heat shielding over here, but we're only making it in 4 factories. We're in the process right now. I'm going to snake this line up, and we're going to add it to our bus. We're just going to kind of snake it up here as best we can between things to try and get this sucker on our bus. And it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be on the bus. I mean, we could go completely around everything and do it that way. But I took my shoes off, so the belts are affecting me right now. I got to make another pair. I left them on Alax. But anyway, we're just trying to run this up. It, like I say, it does not have to be on the bus, but I'd like for it to be, just for sake of ease. I'm trying to decide. I think we're going to put it up along here. Because I want room to make our it's not going to fit there because we got that. We can't do the turn. Shitski. Okay. We can do the turn up here because we can do this. We'll do the turn there. Alright. We'll do the turn here. Oops, wrong direction. Alright. Then we're just going to run this along our bus. You suck. Alright, well, nothing wrong with spaghetti, babies. I'm digging the spaghetti. Oops. Let's not fuck up here. Get too far ahead of ourselves. So like I said, I put in a bunch of roboports and stuff. And basically what I did is I went just above and just below my main bus, and I was able to get it to lap the main bus mostly. There were a couple of spots where I had to put undergrounds in order to... Man, I gotta get my shoes back on. Okay, that will fit. Good. But there were a few places I couldn't. Crap. Alright. Like I say, the spaghetti is real. We are going to... Whoops. That goes the other way. That goes that way. Man, we're definitely spaghettiing it here. That's okay. It works. It'll do the job we want it to do, right? Let's do this. We're gonna have to check and see why we're not having any yet. Let's follow this back. See where we screwed up. Oh, there it is. Put our belts the wrong direction. There we go. That should come down here, that should come there, and that should go up that way. Alright. Let's jump. Nah, do we want to jump one more? Nah, we can get away with it right there. Deal with it. Alright. I know, a lot of undergrounds, a lot of waste. I don't care at this point. We got plenty. Okay, we're all the way up here. So now, what we need for our scaffolding is we need low-density structures, heat shields, and steel plates. Well, steel plates are already on the bus. Heat shields are not, and we need them in abundance. It takes a... well, I mean, we need all of them, 1, 1, 1. Low-density structures are pretty simple to make. Glass, copper, steel plate, plastic bar, and those are all already on the bus, so those are already coming up. And then heat shields need stone tablets, sulfur, and steel plate, and we didn't have the sulfur coming up, so now we have the sulfur coming up, so we can make what we got. Now let's take a look down here, and this is relatively speaking, keeping up with itself. Now, I upgraded these to faster assemblers because I needed it. But it looks like we can get at least one more set of assemblers out of these. Let's look and see, because these are stone tablets. Where's our stone tablets? Stone tablets. Stone tablets. Okay, stone tablets are 4 every 5 seconds. Or every half a second, right? And then our heat shield is 1 every 13 seconds. So we can supply, let's see, 1 every 13 seconds. That's 4 every, but it needs 20. Okay, so it needs 20 every 13 seconds, right? We can make, what was it, 4 every half a second? So 4 every half a second. So we need 5, so that's 2.5 seconds, right? 2.5 seconds, 2, 4 is 5. Is 10, so that's 4.5-ish plants for 2 per assembler for the stone. So we'll do 4 for 1, right? I think this is what'll do it. So we're gonna go 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4. No, the spacing's wrong. I know the spacing's probably wrong. You watch. It'll be. I'll make a liar out of me, and it'll be right. And yeah, of course it's right, because you know. Ta-da! Right? So we're going to want to do fast inserters though. And we're going to do stack inserters there. We can always put a speed module in those. So this is going to be stone plates, right? And then this is going to be heat shielding. Now, along with the stone plates, we need steel and sulfur. But we need it at less than what we need the steel plates. So if we go back out from these, right? Better yet, come into these, and we do that. That should keep up with no problem. In fact, we may not even need that many. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. What did we lose? Another wall. Big deal. All right. And then come back out. Right? And then, yeah, better yet, let's bring these this way. Right? So that'll give us our heat shields, right? If we do that. Now we're going to move this. We're not going to keep it here, but we're going to go half a belt. Half a belt of sulfur, half a belt of iron, and a belt of stone just because. Okay? Alright. So let's... Oops. You know what? We'll worry about the poles afterwards. Now, I am going to pick this up by hand because now we have our network. And I don't want them stealing this stuff from me because I want it. I don't care what they use to put down stuff, but I don't want them stealing this stuff out of my pocket because I want to use it to design the rest of my manufacturing. Alright, so there's that. Now, that gives us our heat shields, right? Where is... There it is. Alright, so that gives us the heat shields. Steel plate is just steel plate. We don't care. Low density structures are glass, plastic, copper plate, and steel. And it's pretty much, with the exception of steel, equal ratios. So, let's do this. If we've got 4 and 4 is 8, right? Because these are almost the same rate of manufacture as the whatchamacallits are. So that's 8, right? We're doing 4 and 4, aren't we? Yeah, 4 and 4. All right. So let's do 2 rows of 4. Right, but this time, let's do this. And then on the outside, oops. Right, and then on the outside, we're going to do 2 belts. No. Frack. Yeah, we're going to do 2 belts. And they're going to both be split belts. Come on. There we go. Right? to do there, 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 there. Right? Right. And then and we can add on to these because of what they are. We can add on to the end of these if we need to in order to balance out how much is coming in versus how much is going out. I don't, you know, I could pull up the calculator. I could do it that way. And figure all the ratios out, or, you know, and do all the math, but guys, I'm old. I'm tired. I don't want to do that. You know? All right. So one of the other things I did with the logistics network is certain things like red circuits, green circuits, iron plates, all of that stuff. I put a plucker on the line and a passive provider chest on the line, so they are all plucking off those raw materials. Why are you No, guys. All right, we're gonna. There's some adjusting that's gonna have to be done. I'm gonna have to go in and you know what? Let's do this the easy way right off the bat. You no go there no more. You no go. There. Because it's putting this crap everywhere it can. We're going to have to go back and snag it all up. Some on a biscuit eater. All right. I thought it would be a good idea to incorporate them into my logistics network. Not so much. All right. Well, we'll let them sort themselves out. Because this is no bueno. I know why they're doing it, because we're full down here. I don't care that we're full down here. But they're taking them out of places they shouldn't be taking them, and they're putting them where they don't belong. And why is that not? Yeah, see, they took them all out of here. This should be, oh, this is not requesting them. That's part of the problem. Okay. It is a good thing that we had that problem then. Because eventually these suckers would have filled up and this would have shut down. Now they're going to be unloading them where they belong. Okay. So it's a good thing that we had that problem, because we had a problem that we didn't realize we had. So now they'll go there and they'll go up and they'll be put away. And that'll be taken care of. And then we can go from there. All right. Problem sort of solved. We'll see what else we gotta fix in a little bit. Okay, so let us move some stuff around here because we want to do this up in this area. You know what? Let's make these guys do their job. Bring me some of those. Because we're gonna move that line. We're gonna move this up some. And we're gonna go from there. In the meantime, let us. All right. So now. This is just 3 lines in, basically. All right, here we come. Come to Papa. All right. That's enough. We don't need more. That one and move it over here. There. That gets rid of that one. Now, let us take one here. That's one thing we do have to do is we need to run our radar at some point so that we are observing the whole shebang. There we go. That gets that out of our way. All right. Sort of. We're probably still going to have to come over more. Yep. We'll have to come over some more, but that's okay. Let us extend this up here. Probably going to move that. In fact, let's move it now. Let's move it over here out of our way. All right. That gives us room there. That gives us room there. And then we'll assemble them and then back down. Okay. So this one needs stone to come up. Right, stone's got to come up. And then that's got to come up. And steel has to come up. Bringing them both up so that we can balance it. All right, so there's for that one. And then this one we need also steel. We need plastic, copper, and glass. Plastic. Glass. And copper. I don't know that we need the whole thing to come up. We're going to eventually extend the whole bus. I mean, that's... Realistically, we should do it now. God, I don't want to do this because I know it's a lot of stuff on the bus that we aren't using, that's just sitting there, but that's life. But, you know, fuck it. Grenades we're not bringing up. We don't need grenades anymore. We're not bringing grenades up. We're not bringing armor piercing up. I'll be goddamn go to hell. Motors we might need. Batteries we probably will need at some point. I don't know. We may, once we decide that we are done building here, we'll probably go back just like we did in the last, and we will dress up our bus and get rid of what we don't need, I guess. But for now, we're gonna keep pulling it out. It's wasteful. I know it's wasteful. But let me be me. You do you, boo. Alright, the other thing we want is we want these. Not these. These. I don't know if we're making those yet. We will find out. There are none in storage. Okay, so that is something we're not making. What's it take to make them? Iron, copper, and steel. Alright, well. We need a bunch of them. There we go. We need to, that's something we need to manufacture. We need to set up something for. Alright. Come on. Bring me my stuff. Bring me my stuff. Bring me my stuff. That makes me mad. But it is a good thing that we saw it. Now we got to go back and check all of our supply chests. Because I guarantee you they took it other places too. Alright, so this, we need glass, copper, iron plate, and plastic. Alright, well. Plastic. Plastic. And glass. We'll do glass. Alright. Good. We don't have to. Well, we do, but we don't have to with that. Back that up one. Right. Right there. And right there. Oh, you guys are so nice to me. Glass, plastic, copper, and steel. Right, and steel. Copper. That's something else we're not making. We're not making all of the inserter types. So we're going to have to set up a factory for the other inserter types. So that's two things on the list. Inserters. Because we're not making these ones. And we're not making poles. There, all right. So now we need steel and sulfur and plates. Or stones, rather. We're also probably going to take the walls off of the belt. We don't need the walls anymore. Other than we do need to make concrete walls at some point. All right, sulfur. steel, right? Steel. Gee, Bob, how do you end up with all this stuff from the belt on in your damn pocket? All right. We're still waiting on the poles. Okay. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll call it 8 every 20 seconds, give or take, right? So, how long does it take to make one of these? 40 seconds, so twice as long, so 8, so 4, right? So we should get away with 4 assemblers, right? I would think. I think. We will find out. Now, here is our question. And I think we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 4. 4! If we bring those two in there, right? And that one in there. You know, I am really good at unintentionally lining shit up. If you need something lined up, just ask me, because I can make it happen. Right? Right. Okay, so bump-a-da, 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 bump-a-da. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Comes off on that side. So and then that'll be able to insert into there. Right? Right. And then here bada bing, bada boom. So that'll come in there. Need one more there. There we go. That'll come in there, that'll come out there, and then into the rocket. And we will turn that sideways for now. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 there to there. And this will set for this less than, oh, I don't know, all of them. Right? So enabled if there's less than 5,000 in the rocket. Sure, why not? Alright, there we go. Now, let us horse, of course. And nobody can talk to a horse, of course. Unless, of course, the talking horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Good, good. And then we got to tell this that we want these. Eventually it'll catch up and it'll get all piled up and everything else. So there we go. So now we're sort of making these en masse. There's our first one, second one. Yeah, so it's starting to back up. It'll take a little while, but it'll balance itself out and catch up and all of that good mess, and you know what I mean? We'll go from there. Right? Right. Okay. So there it is, guys. Now we're gonna start. We're gonna let this sucker fill this thing up, and we're gonna work on getting into space in a big way. In the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna build another landing pad, and I'm gonna build another cargo silo. So that when we go up with our stuff in hand, that we can come back. And then we're going to decide where we're going to go. But for now, that is it. We got that all set up. We know we need to start making poles, and we know we need to start making our other inserters. I'll probably do that off camera. It's just simple, easy stuff to do. But yeah, there you go. We got our logistics and everything else set up. We're rocking and rolling here. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.